So I'm going to take you through our lower body injury prevention routine. And the idea of this is to strengthen up some basic lower body muscles, nothing major. We're just building some flexibility, some body control, balance, things that will help you prevent injuries, help improve your running gait, your contact time, your balance while on the ground, reduce some of just the biomechanical irregularities that lead to injuries as you're running. So with this, you want to do this usually before your workouts. Even though this isn't going to be like a real cardiovascular routine, it still helps engage muscles, activate muscles, get blood flowing to joints and through muscles, and is a great warm-up before your runs. Not really even needing to do a cardiovascular warm-up to go along with this. You can just spend about 15 minutes going through this routine before your runs, and again, it'll help get your muscles and your joints ready for that movement and help build strength in that over time and prevent injuries. You'll want to take your shoes off, do this in bare feet, ideally on a soft ground. In this case, I'm on like a running track, just like a track at your school, an all-weather running track, which is good. Sometimes that can get hot. Other places that work great are sand, like in a long jump pit or at the beach. Grass, if it's not too bumpy with gopher holes and things like that, a turf infield at your school, any place that's soft, even carpet. If you're indoors, carpet works great. But you want to be able to do it in bare feet. That's going to help your ankles and your joints. And obviously you wouldn't want to do this exercise barefooted, but on hard surface like asphalt or concrete or anything like that. So try to find a soft area where you begin your runs that you can go through this exercise. Alright, now toes in. Alright, so now we will start going through the standing part. So first, you're going to be standing on one leg. Stay tall, keep this leg straight, and you're going to spell the first half of the alphabet in capital letters. A, B, C, D. And you can start off with smaller letters, and as you get stronger, so I might just start with E, let's see, E, F, just small letters, keeping my legs straight, coming from the hip. And as you get stronger, then you make the letters a little bigger. G, H, I, J, K, L, M, and switch to the other leg. Try to make sure the center of the letter is right in front of you, so you're going both inside and outside as you spell those letters. N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Alright, and then we're going to do our standing leg cycles. So again, we're going to stand on one leg. I'll actually turn for this one. Stand on one leg, stay nice and tall. You're going to be going through just your single leg, the full cycle of a running cycle on one leg. You're going to do that 15 to 30 times. Working on keeping really well balanced. And you'll switch to the other side. I'll actually do the other leg so you can see it here. And as you get better at this, you can do a challenge by closing one eye to make it a little harder to balance. There we go. Alright, now demonstrate the foot crawl. You're going to be kind of doing a quick little hip thrust and then use your toes to pull your body over. 2, 3, 4. Really try to pull your toes underneath. Using all of your toes. Next we'll do some seated exercise to strengthen your ankles. So first we do toe ins, and I'm going to be exercising this toe on this one, and I'll be using my other foot as resistance to provide the resistance. So for toe ins or ankle ins, I'm going to be pulling my ankle in, resisting with my opposite foot. Just adding a light resistance. You can increase it as you go. And again, we want the movement to be coming from the ankle, not from the knee, not from the entire leg. So if you can see my leg, I would want the movement coming from the ankle in as opposed to moving my whole knee in. And I'll do the same thing now, again using my foot as resistance, go ankle out. So I'm moving my ankle out like this. And then for ankle ups, move slightly, use my foot as resistance, I'm pulling my ankle up. Alright, so after you've done your ankle exercises on both legs, we'll switch to doing our hip exercises. So we'll start again with a tall back, push slightly forward so we're in a nice upright position with our legs straight. We'll lift our straight leg from the hip. We start by turning our entire leg from the hip, turning it out. So hip outward rotations. Then we will turn it in. This might not have a very large range of motion, but you're trying to twist the entire leg from the hip in an inward rotation. And then our hip lifts up. And then for our inner and outer thigh, we'll lie on our side. And then roll onto our other side to get the outer thigh, the outer leg. And for the last exercise, the lateral hip lifts, ideally you want to find somewhere with a curb where you can stand with one leg hanging lower than the other. In this case, since I don't have a curb, I'm going to be just kind of being a little impromptu and creative. I'm going to use my other shoe, and this allows again my hips to be rotated as one hip is dropped. This leg is lower, and with a tall back, I'm just going to be lifting with the hips, not with the legs. If I want my legs to stay straight, I just do a lift up with the leg right there. I'm also doing the work with this hip right here to lift and pull the other hip up. Do that with both legs. You can then switch to the other leg. This hip is now dropped.